I am way behind getting this video out, so let's get this done. I've got 7 photos, well actually 14 with before and after. I've got blue herring, banded kingfisher, and duck. So let's check these out. This is a blurred video. I'll put a link right above here for the unblurred vision. So this is the before photo of a blue heron just getting ready to take off. And my after photo is coming up right after this. And you'll see I've cropped it in a little bit, played with the color a little bit, and tried to put him on the left third a little bit. So I went out on this trip with my friend, and you can see the lake here. It's actually a creek. It's called South Hogan Creek. It was beautiful. It was calm. It was hardly any traffic. We did run into a couple people that were on there as well. So here is my second blue heron photo. This one was, you can see, nestled on the shore. Kind of hard to see a little bit. So in my editing, again, I cropped it in quite a bit. And you can see I put this one on the right third. So I'm playing with rule of thirds here in these photos. So this creek goes quite a bit of ways. This is actually towards the end, I believe. But this video has got different crops from different times. Okay, this photo, I was quite a distance away as I am on a couple of these. I've got a very long lens. This is a duck that was just kind of like just staring at me as I was rowing towards him. And I cropped this in really, really tight to get this mallard duck. You'll see the next photo, the ducks are taking off. There were probably 4 or 5 ducks there. All right, this part of the video, we're at the end and we're turning around. You can see my friend in the corner there, background, and I am munching on some food. But let's move on to the ducks again. The ducks are taking off, and you'll see I cropped in on this next photo, and I got a comment on Facebook that the splashes didn't line up, and that was because that duck in front was taking off. So yeah, these splashes don't line up with that duck, and I didn't really notice it. Wings are still a little bit out of focus for me, but that's okay. I kind of liked it. We spent probably about 2 or 3 hours out on this creek and got to see all kinds of birds and different things on this creek. So let's get to the banded kingfishers. This one was, you could barely see him. He's in the right third. I'm gonna really crop this in quite a bit, and it turned out pretty sharp as much as I cropped that in. I'm probably maybe 30 to 50 yards from this small bird. But they were very busy. There were a lot of kingfishers out. This was probably one of my favorite part of the kayak trip, where we went underneath that little tree and towards the bridge. So this one, I'm about 100 yards away, and that's zoomed all the way in with my 600mm zoom lens. So I'm going to crop this in pretty tight so you can actually see it. And this one, he actually has a fish in his mouth. He was so far away. There's a lot of grain, but if I zoomed in to see the fish, it was pretty hard to tell it was a fish. It was that grainy. So we had a lot of fun this day. Like I said, we were out for several hours, and we're probably heading back about this time. Now here's another kingfisher, pretty close to where I was on the previous kingfisher. And this one, he almost looks like a cute little duck, a little rubber duck or something, just the way he's sitting up there. His body's kind of like short. His what would you call that? His crown is all puffed up. So that was pretty cool. So here's that bridge you saw earlier. Like I said, this was towards the end of our trip that we were heading back. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and hit it to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.